Hello and welcome to excelmind. In today's video, we'll learn about the if formula. Along with that, we'll also going to learn if and, if or, if not, countif, and Sumif. On screen, you can see we have our data, along with a set of questionnaire. On basis of this question, we will write the formula. Before we move on to write the formula, let us first understand what is if formula. So, if formula mean, on base of criteria where you can say logical rest, return one value if a condition is true, and another value if it's false. Now let's write our formula for if, on base of question. So, our first question says, if score is equal or above 75%, then pass or fail. On screen, we have the score under E row. And we have to write the formula under F2, we want the result as. If E2 is equal or more than 75%, then pass, and if it is less than 75%, then fail. So let's write the formula. As you all know, formula always start with equal. So we'll type equal to, if, bracket open. Then we'll write the criteria, that is E2 more than, equal to 75%. Then add comma, to complete the criteria. Now we'll move to condition of true. Which is, if our criteria met, then we should get result as pass. So always remember, if you want the result as text value, you should write it under double inverted comma. We have added pass as true value. Again, add comma to move to next condition, which is false. That means if our criteria don't meet, then we should get text as false. So again, we'll write it under double inverted comma, as this is condition, and we want text value as result. We have added false and completed the formula with bracket close. Now you don't need to write the formula for all the cell. You just have to copy the cell containing formula and paste it under it. You can also use Ctrl+D option. On screen, you can see wherever we have score below 75%, it gave us result as failed, and for rest pass. If score changes to more than 75% or more, it will change to pass. With this, our first question has been completed and we have successfully written if formula. So once again, we'll see what the formula was. So, we have written equal to if, bracket open. Then our criteria, E2 more than or equal to 75%. That is what our question says. Then we have added our first condition for true. That is pass. And then with comma we added second condition for false. That is fail. And completed the formula with bracket close. So, with this we have completed our first question. We'll mark it as done. And we'll move on to the second question. Which is, result should be true if person from sales department pass. So, to solve this we would need if and formula. Because here we have two criteria. That is, if a person is from sales, which is first criteria, and he should pass, which is second one, then it should give us result as true or else false. Before we move further, let us understand difference between if and if and. If is used when there is single criteria. Like in our first question, where our criteria were to check percentage. And if above or equal to 75%, then pass or fail. In second question, we have dual criteria. That is, if a person is from sales department, which is first criteria and should pass, which is second criteria. Then result should come as true, and if criteria doesn't meet then false. As now you know the difference between if and. So, let's move further and write the formula. To start formula, we'll write equal to, if. Then hit tab or bracket open. Now you can see, we got only one logical test, or condition. To get another one, we'll type, and, then hit tab or open bracket. Now on screen you can see, we got out two conditions, so we'll add our first condition or criteria, which is, should be sales department, so we'll click on or type C2 equal to sales, make sure you type sales in double inverted comma as it's a value. Then to move on to second criteria, add comma, and type F2, or select F2 equal to pass, again we'll write pass in double inverted comma, so Excel read it as a text value. Close the bracket to complete the criteria, and add comma, to write what we want as result, so if criteria meet, we want true, so we'll write true under double inverted comma. Then add comma again, write false under double inverted comma. So that if criteria don't meet, result should come as false. Then complete the formula with close bracket. And hit enter. Now we want same formula, under all the cell below. So, you can copy-paste or press Ctrl-D by selecting all the cells. On screen you can see our formula gave the perfect result. Wherever there are sales, and they pass, it gives you's result as true, and for rest false. One again will read the formula. So, we written if and formula as equal to, if bracket open, and bracket open, C2 equal to sales, comma, F2 equal to pass, bracket close, comma, true, comma, false. Remember wherever it's text values, add that text under double inverted comma. So, with this we have completed our second question. So we'll mark it as done. Till now we have seen how if formula work, then we have seen how if and formula work. Now we'll move to third one, which is if or. Before we write formula, we'll see how it differs to previous two. In first, we had only one condition, so we used if. For second, we had multiple condition, and both should fill, so we used if and. Now in third, we have multiple condition, but we have choice that if any one condition met then result should come as true or false. So we'll be using if or. Now let's write the formula, to get the better understanding. And our question says, result should be true if person is from sales or support. So, we have two conditions. Person is from any one of the departments, then true. Formula will be equal to if, press tab button, or bracket open. Type or. Then again press tab or bracket open. Then we'll select C2, as our department is under this cell. Equal to sales. Remember to add inverted comma. Add comma, to go the second condition, then again select C2, because our second condition is also under same cell, equal to support. Now if you have third condition, you can add comma or close it, with bracket close. After bracket close, type comma to add the true or false value. means if any one condition meets, then true. Comma, then type false. That mean, doesn't meet any one condition, then we should get result as false. Close the bracket and hit enter. Now again, to copy the formula, in below cells. Select the complete cells, where you want to add formula, and press Ctrl D. Or you can use copy paste. Now let's read the formula once again. Equal to, if, bracket open, or, bracket open, C2 equal to sales, comma, C2 equal to support, bracket close, comma, true, comma, false, bracket close. Don't forget adding the text value under inverted comma to avoid error. Now on screen you can see result. Wherever it's sales and support, the result is true. And for marketing and registration, it's false. So, with this, we have completed our third question and successfully learned how if, or formula works. So we'll tick it and mark it as done. Now we are done with if and, if or. And now we'll move to if not. So, let's read the question. It says, result should be true if person is not from sales. We'll try to understand the formula first before we write it. Here we have only one condition, but here it will give us true if our cell value is not equal to sales. It's just and opposite to if formula. In if we set value as equal to, and here we are doing it opposite way. That is not equal to. So, let's write the formula as equal to, if bracket open, type not. Bracket open, then, we'll select our cell, that is, C2 equal to sales. We have added equal sign, because we already written not before it, so it will read as not equal to sales. Now close the bracket and add comma, then type true, for condition met. And false if it doesn't meet. Close the bracket and hit enter to complete the formula. Again, you do the same thing, either use Ctrl D or copy paste to add the formula in below cells. Now on screen you can see wherever it is sales, it gives us result as false. And for rest department it's true. Let's read the formula once again. Equal to if, bracket open, not, bracket open, C2 equal to sales, bracket close, comma, true, comma, false, then close the bracket to complete the formula. With this, our fourth question has been solved, and we have learned how to write if not formula. Now let's move on to the next function. That is, countif. First, let us understand how countif work. Countif is a condition to count the number of cells if the criteria met. Example, we have question to count total number of cells with pass. So, on screen you can see the 3 cells contain value as pass, so our formula will count the range where only pass is the result. Let's write the formula to get the better understanding. Always start with equal to. Countif. Make sure you select if for single condition. Bracket open. Now you have to give the range. So, for us it's F2 till F11 as our criteria is under this range. Now add the comma, now we have to add the criteria or condition. So, our criteria say, it should count only cell that contain value as pass. So we'll add pass under double inverted comma, and then close the bracket to complete the formula. Hit enter to get the result. On screen you can see our result is 6. Now if fail, cell get changed to pass. Then this will get added in our count. And it will say result is 7. Let's reread the formula once again. So, we have written formula as equal to countif, bracket open, range, which is F2 till F11, comma, criteria under double inverted comma, that is pass, bracket close. With this we have solved our question 5. So we'll mark it as completed. And we'll move to next function. That is, Sumif. Now, let us understand how Sumif work. Sumif function is used to sum the values in a range that meet criteria that you specify. Example. We have question to sum only value under achieved cell that are from sales department. So, on screen you can see that 3 cells are linked to sales, so our formula will sum only those cells where target is from sales. That is 3402. Let's write the formula to get the better understanding. We'll write equal to Sumif, bracket open. Now we have to add the range. So we'll add the range of our criteria. And our criteria say it should be from sales, so we'll add range where we have sales as value. That is C2 till C11. Comma, now we need our criteria. And our criteria is sales. So we'll write sales under double inverted comma. Now add comma to move to sum range. And our sum range will be D2 till D11. As in question, they have asked to sum the archived target. Close the bracket and hit enter. Now if any department get changed to sales, you can see it get added to sum and your result will be updated. Now once again, let's read what we have written. Equal to Sumif, bracket open, criteria range, that is C2 till C11, comma, criteria that is sales, comma sum range, D2 till D11, bracket closed. With this completed our next question, so we'll mark it as done. So, till now, we have learned about if and, if or, if not, countif, sumif,